Hey guys, so I'm really excited today because thanks to Cody's last two decodes, all my work that I've been doing since August 2nd when I started posting the videos in my car, all confirmed. Everything I've been talking about with Jupiter, 612, me, my dad, all confirmed thanks to Cody. And he didn't mean to do it. I know he didn't mean to do it, but I'm gonna show how he did it. And the last two videos that he did, yesterday was with Steph Curry and Pi, and the golden ratio, Kamala Harris, San Francisco, India. You need to go watch that. It's a perfect decode. It's a perfect decode. And he was saying, what makes that really interesting is that it was the same day that they announced that monkeypox was a global emergency, and it happened to be 1,618 days after they declared C-Rona an emergency, and 1618, that's the golden ratio, and he didn't know that. He didn't do that on purpose. And he was just I don't know, God put it on my heart to talk about this, and it just lined up perfectly, and I completely believe that, and I think it has a lot to do with what I'm about to show you. Maybe mainly because this just confirms that, and still surprising that people are just not reciprocating. I'll probably talk about that a little bit after. I just want to get into this, but it just shows I hate to say it like that, but I'm so on point. So again, Jupiter 612, and a lot of the details that he was talking about started making me think of the movie Life of Pi. And I could have sworn that somebody mentioned it in during the live, and I kept going back to try to find it, but I couldn't. But he didn't bring up Life of Pi at all, but it has all the elements of Life of Pi, and I thank Casey for bringing this to my attention going into the Olympics for these reasons. So this is what he was telling me about the Life of Pi, what makes it really interesting, how it lines up with these Olympics, because Pi, his dad named him after his friend who was a champion swimmer, and his actual name is Piscine Molitor, and that is the name of an Olympic swimming pool in Paris. His dad's friend was named Francis Adirubasami. Francis. So you can go see Cody's video how he was talking about San Francisco. And it's just interesting, you see that father-son connection I've been talking about. So remember, I've been talking about Jupiter, the striped planet. In Life of Pi, one of the biggest aspects of the cover of the movie is the tiger. It might be one of the first things you think about when you think of that movie, and you think of the stripes. Jupiter, tiger stripes, Jupiter, the striped planet. So there's one thing. And like all the details he was talking about with like Kamala Harris, Steph Curry, like the India connection, Life of Pi. That's, you know, he's Indian. Here we go. So, from the movie release of Life of Pi to yesterday, when Cody released the decode, and when they announced that monkeypox was a global emergency, 1,618 days after C-Rona was declared an emergency. From the release of Life of Pi to yesterday, August 14th, 2024, 612 weeks. Exactly. Like, think about that to yourself. Think about how you can go see all my videos since August 2nd, when I would not stop talking about Jupiter and 612 every single video. If I was just talking about it just randomly, even without the amazing, crazy freaking connections that I made in those videos. But if it wasn't for that, if I was just randomly talking about it, and then this, that still would be like, what the heck? Like, that's insane. So, like, if you're gonna say that it's random for me to bring up Life of Pi and connect that to the day that he posted that video, like, you are in complete denial, because everything that he talked about, India, Pi, Francis, like the Olympics, this was all about the Olympics. I'm telling you right now, if you think that is meaningless, or like it's random for me to bring up the Life of Pi just to make this connection work, then you are in denial. You are. And like, I'm sorry to be like passionate about it, but yeah, I get you just have to hear it. You have to hear it, you know, because you're gonna convince yourself otherwise. But no, you are in denial. Like, I'm just so like, now that we can keep going too, and I'm going to, because it's just gonna get even more insane. And I'm not even afraid. I'm not freaking afraid to like just go off, because this is, and there's people in the back watching me right now probably laughing. But so you can see, all right, you can watch in Cody's video that he brought up the score of the finals, when Steph Curry helped his team win. It was 98-87. When you go from 9/8/87, like the date 9/8/87, to my birth, it's exactly 49 months. The 49th prime number is 227. Like how yesterday was the 227th day of the year. Like how 22 divided by 7 is pi. Like I can't be calm about this anymore, guys. I can't. I freaking can't. You know, I've already made enough crazy connections, and people are just like acting like I'm not. Like, if you are still gonna, what sucks is that I know it's gonna keep happening. Like, it's gonna, like, this, like, me like just being super open isn't gonna change anything. It's probably gonna have the exact opposite effect. And I know that it's for me. Like, I know, like, I'm figuring out this game. I know that people know that, and they know that it's like the Oracle. The Oracle had to pretend. She couldn't tell Neo the truth. She had to just tell him what he needed in order for him to figure it out. And that's where I'm at right now. I know it. Okay, guys, I know it. So going back to that date, 9/8/87 to my birth. Remember, I said that's 49 weeks. No, wait, 49 months exactly. It's also 213 weeks. And and the 213th prime number is 1303. 1303. 1303. And that's another thing that he was talking about with the friggin' Trump event, which was connected to Revelation 13:3. But on top of that, you know, the way that yesterday, that the 14th was connected to the C-Rona because of the monkeypox. So C-Rona virus, when you actually write it out, not the way that I'm saying it, because I don't know if I can say it fully or not, but C-Rona virus equals 1303. So, you know, I've been talking about my dad, right? And how he died from cancer. And I've been showing undeniable connections with him and the things going on, like the Olympics and just everything. So, from my dad's death to the release of the movie, which that movie released 612 weeks exactly before yesterday. My dad died 13 years and 3 months before the release of that movie. Now going back to the book. So it was published the exact day of 9/11. Exact date, 9/11/01. And my dad, from his death to that day, that was 751 days. And that's the 133rd prime number. Oh gosh, I feel great. I feel great. Like, Oh my god, like it's crazy just because I'm, you know, this is such a lone, like I'm so alone on this right now because barely anyone is like validating me, and I know that it's a good thing that they're not, but I'm being kind of like a little baby about it. But it just, I don't know, it's just, now think about going back to Steph Curry. He broke the record for three-pointers on December 14th, 2021. And at the end of that game, his career was 2,977 points. So 2,977, that's the total victims on 9/11. 2,977. Victims. So 2,977. All right. So now I'm understanding why this. I remember I've known that for a while. I learned that from Zach, but now I know why. Now I know why. Okay, so this one's gonna get a little trickier. So, I was talking heavily about the Japanese earthquake that was on August 8th on the Lionsgate, and on that day I was 11,995 days old, and there's a total of 11,995 words in Revelation. When you go from, when you take that number 11,995 and you turn it into the date January/19/95, like 11995, to August 4th, 4 days before the 8th. I'm gonna explain. So Cody was even talking about how Steph Curry wore the number 4. And Jupiter's a 4x4 grid. So on August 4th, when you go from the date I just mentioned to August 4th, it was 10,791 days. That's my birth date, October 7, 91. And on that same day, the United States became 2,977 months old. Just like the 2,977 victims on 9/11, just like Steph Curry, like when he broke the record, he had 2,977 points. Also, looking at 314, like 3.14. So 314 is the 248th composite number. Thank you to Zenith for all the composite knowledge. So on the 248th birthday of the United States, that was when I turned 11,959 days old, to match my dad's date of birth, 1/19/59, January 1959. On the 248th birthday of the United States, which was 7/4/24, just like how Revelation 6:12 equals 7/4/24. finish it off, the day that Steph Curry broke the record, I was 11,027 days old. 11027. There was a span of that many days from my birth. So that's the 1,337th prime number, and 13 and 37 when you split it up, that's the 6th and 12th prime numbers. It sure is. It sure is. So, sorry I couldn't hold it in today. I wanted to act humble and composed and chill, but I could not. Absolutely could not. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been shooting myself in the foot by just being so open. But I can't not, man. I just can't. Especially after today. So thank you, thank you for just I'm so happy that Cody just if it wasn't for like a lot of the things I'm able to put together have so much to do with everybody else. Like I mentioned, Cody's decodes the past 2 days, Casey telling me about the life of pi, Zenith with his composite number, teaching us all about composite numbers. If it wasn't for any of those 3 things, I would not even know what I know right now. And now what I know is just you. I'm not gonna verbally say it, but you guys, you know, I know you know. I know you guys know. I know. So, that's all. I don't even know, man. I don't know what to expect what more to expect. I always feel like I've reached my peak, and it just doesn't stop. So I don't know. I guess we will have to wait and see. But until then, take care. And thank you. Just thank you to the people who have still consistently been, very small handful, but just leaving me comments and just letting me, just giving me feedback, because this position that I'm in right now is really hard, and I need everything counts, and I'm really bad at responding. But I know that I'm in a really crazy position right now. But I know that it's because God trusts me, and He's using me for something ginormous. I know it. So, alright, see you guys in the next video.